going to have to call this one right now, I guess. Sean, let's turn it over to the men's action as we sign off for now. Bellevue women lose their season opener, but we'll be right back for more action tomorrow afternoon at 5 o'clock. Men's action coming up in just about 10 minutes or so. Keep it right here for more on the Bellevue Bruins Sports Network. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Bellevue Bruins Sports Network. Coming to you live from the Coach Jerry Mosser court inside the Gordon Lazier Athletic Center. We bring you the final game of day number 1 of the 2023 Chick-fil-A Basketball Classic as the home team, the Bellevue University Bruin men, take on the visiting Chadron State University Eagles out of Chadron, Nebraska. A battle of Eastern Nebraska versus Western Nebraska tonight as we wrap up day number 1 of this Chick-fil-A Basketball Classic. Mick Krupski back behind the microphone. Thanks for joining me tonight. Started my 16th season of doing Bellevue basketball. Glad to be back here and bringing you all the action on the Bellevue Bruins Sports Network. The Bruins and the Eagles going at it. Not only a matchup of programs from different parts of the state, but also different divisions. Bellevue part of the NAIA, Chadron State part of the NCAA Division II, and a matchup of former Bellevue coach versus the current Bellevue coach. Lucas Gabriel, the head coach of the Bellevue Bruins, now in his 4th season at the helm of the program, taking on his former head coach and 11-year head coach at Bellevue University, Lucas Pabin. So that'll be an interesting matchup as we get ready for tonight's action. Let's first of all mention who are the members of the 2023-24 Bellevue University men's basketball squad. Number 2, a junior guard from Manhattan, Kansas, TJ Fritz. Number 3, a junior point guard from Chicago, Illinois, Vinny Belcaster. Number 4, a junior point guard from Fremont, California, Caleb Chang. Number 5, a junior forward from Falcon, Arkansas, Makeem Loudermill. Number 10, a sophomore guard from Avoca, Iowa, Raiden Groby. Number 11, Christian Carter, a point guard, a junior from Concord, California. Number 12, a junior guard from Oakland, California, Jaden Phillips. Number 14, a junior center from Tucson, Arizona, Nigel Wilson. Number 15, a freshman forward from Phoenix, Arizona, number 15, Liam Thompson. Number 20, a senior guard from Atlanta, Georgia, Raphael Allen. A junior guard from Yuba City, California, number 22, Yager Yohal. Number 25, a senior guard from Chicago, Illinois, Jerome Bynum. Number 32, a junior center from Omaha, Emar Vincent. Number 34, a junior center from Hayward, California, Terrence Kraft. Number 40, a junior forward from Omaha, Deng Jal. Number 44, a freshman forward from Council Bluffs, Iowa, Matt Mathok. Number 50, a junior center from El Dorado Hills, California, R.J. Smith. And number 55, a freshman guard from Omaha, Yusef El Kasabi. Lucas Gabriel in his 5th season. I think I said 4th. Sorry about that, Coach. Nate Geiser, his assistant coach, and new assistant coach this year is Aaron Hava. So those are the men we'll be talking about for the Bellevue basketball program this year. Season opener for both of these teams tonight. Let's take a look at some of the stats from last year that these two teams accumulated and what we might look forward to tonight. First of all, for the Bellevue Bruins, the Bellevue team averaged 69.1 points per game last year, 15-14 their record overall. Kind of a disappointing 7-7 conference record in the North Star Athletic Association. For Chadron State, they averaged 78.3 points per game last year as they finished 19-9 overall, 16-6 in the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference of NCAA Division II. Those are last year's stats. Some of the top returning players. Well, the Bruins lost a lot of their offensive production last year to graduation or transfers. Vinny Belcaster is the only returner in the top 5 in scoring last year. Vinny averaging 11.5 points per game. That was second on the team last year. In rebounding, the Bruins lost their top 3. Christian Carter, who averaged just over 3 rebounds per game, the top returner in that rebound area. But the offense led in assists by Vinny Belcaster. So Bruins will look to him to run the show once again this year. For the Chadron State Eagles, their top returning scorer is last year's second scorer, Bryce Latimer, who averaged 15.2 points per game. Josh Robinson also returns. He brings 13.9 points per game. And Porter Anderson at 8.4. The Eagles return 2 of their top 3 rebounders, Josh Robinson and Porter Anderson. They combine for about 13 rebounds per game. So it remains to be seen how these teams get off to the start here in the 23-24 season. I had a chance to talk with Bellevue head coach Lucas Gabriel just a few minutes ago, and I said, well, what's going to be the strength of the Bellevue team this year? And he said, well, it's still time to figure it out. You know, he said the guys have been working very hard, great effort on court and in practice and also in the classroom. Tonight will be a good test, a team playing with a lot of talent, a team that's a division above the Bruins in terms of what you would normally think of in terms of a basketball hierarchy. He said these games are not about winning and losing. It's more about learning. And so he'll learn what we can be in tonight's contest and tomorrow's matchup as well against Kansas Wesleyan. So this tournament now 4 games today, 4 games tomorrow. We're glad you are with us as we are just about ready for opening tip-out. The Bellevue Bruins and the Chadron State College Eagles. Over the years, this has been a pretty lengthy competition. This is now the 30th time these two schools have met on the basketball court. The first game was all the way back in 1973. Chadron State owns a 21-8 advantage, but the last time these two teams met 4 years ago, it was the Bruins who came away with the victory, 78-77 in an exciting contest. Shane Pavin on the other side of the bench for that one in his, I believe it was his final or next to last year here at Bellevue University. All right, let's turn it over to public address announcer Simon Falcon as we get ready for the introduction of the starting lineups.
First, the starters for the Eagles of Chadron State College. At guard, a 5'10 senior from Stone Mountain, Georgia, number 2, Bryce Latimer. At guard, a 6'2 senior from Evergreen, Alabama, number 10, Jarrett Taylor. At guard, a 6'6 senior from Paris, Texas, number 22, Josh Robertson. At guard, a 6'3 junior from Hampton, Wyoming, number 23, Dalton Peterson. And at forward for the Eagles, a 6'7 graduate student from Russellville, Arkansas, number 30, Porter Anderson. The Eagles are coached by Shane Pavin in his 4th season and assisted by Kyle Hunt. And now the starters for your Bruins of Bellevue University. Forward, a 6'5 junior from Falcon, Arkansas, number 5, Dean Louderville. Point guard, a 6'1 junior from Concord, California, number 11, Christian Carter. At guard, a 6'5 junior from Oakland, California, number 12, Caden Phillips. Center, a 6'9 junior from Tucson, Arizona, number 14, Nigel Wilson. And at guard, a 6' senior from Chicago, Illinois, number 25, Jerome Fido. Bruins are coached by Lucas Gabriel in his 10th season, assisted by Nate Geiser and Garrett Davis.
All right, thanks once again to public address announcer Simon Falcon for the introduction of the starting lineups. You'll hear Simon in the background as we get ready for men's basketball action. The Bruins in their home white uniforms with gold trim. The visiting Chadron State Eagles in black with red and white. First possession, a foul is going to be called on the drive to the basket by Bryce Latimer. The foul is going to be called on Bellevue Bruin Jaden Phillips. Obviously his first personal, first team foul as the Bruins and Eagles ready to get going. Into the corner, the first shot of the game is a three-point made basket by Dalton Peterson, a junior from Wyoming. So Bellevue trailing from the opening possession. Bruins now getting to work on offense. Nigel Wilson with the basketball. A nice crew of newcomers and returning players for the Bruins. Here's Wilson on the low block out of Tucson, Arizona. Trying to work, give inside. Ball comes loose. Bruins able to maintain possession. Christian Carter with it. The shot, the pass from Jaden Phillips off the mark. The rebound pulled down by Chadron State. Quickly ahead come the Eagles. Latimer drives to the basket, somehow gets a shot off in traffic. A couple of touches on the rim, and it's good. 5-0 lead for the Eagles in the early going. Three-point shot is good. Rattled home. Nigel Wilson, the junior out of Tucson, Arizona. Newcomer to the Bruin program this year. Bruins trailing by 2. 1 minute gone. We've already got 8 points on the board. Here's Latimer, the point guard for the Eagles. Into the corner, into the hands of Porter Anderson. Top of the key, now reversing the basketball. Chadron State with 19 wins last year. Best effort in over a decade. Entry pass, tough traffic inside. The shot no good by Anderson. The rebound comes away to the Bruins. With the basketball, Jaden Phillips. Phillips, a spin move inside, goes to the left hand, but can't get it to go down. Ball quickly ahead. Into the hands of Josh Robinson. He'll put a little floater up from about 8 feet away. It's good. And the lead extended to 4 points. Looking ahead, the pass goes off the back of Makeem Loudermill. Loudermill wasn't looking as the pass from Bynum came his way. Vinny Belcaster checks into the lineup for the Bruins. Vinny, the junior out of Chicago, Illinois. Bryce Latimer gives it to teammate Porter Anderson. Anderson at 6'7", tallest guy on the floor for the Eagles right now. Turnaround jump shot from near the free throw line. A foul's going to be called, trying to bridge over the back. That's going to go against Dalton Peterson. Nice job inside by Makeem Loudermill to defend to get the rebound. Good position down low. Bruins with the basketball once again. One basket to their credit. Here's Belcaster, team leader in assists last year. One of the top returning scorers for the Bruins. Bounce pass inside to Loudermill. The Falcon, Arkansas native, scrambling for the ball on the floor. And now a foul will be called against Loudermill. First personal, second team foul against the Bruins. As checking in for the first time tonight, Liam Thompson, the freshman out of Arizona. Sunny Slope High School in Phoenix, to be exact, as the Eagles head back down the floor once again behind the dribble of Bryce Latimer. The Georgia native feeds inside. A good read by Christian Carter to tip it. But an attempt at the save by Jaden Phillips. He stepped on the line, so it'll remain Eagles basketball. These two schools about as far away from each other as you can and still be in the state of Nebraska. Here's Latimer trying to turn the corner. Nice job inside by Nigel Wilson on the deflection. It'll be Bellevue basketball as a foul's called against the Eagles. That'll go against Bryce Latimer. First personal, second team foul. So both teams now with 2 team fouls in this first half of action. Men's basketball still with the 2 20-minute halves. Women's basketball 4 10-minute quarters. Here's Jaden Phillips at the top of the kill, trying to work off a screen. The lead behind for Liam Thompson. Now working to the corner to Christian Carter. Pull-up jump shot from near the free throw line off the back of the iron. No good. Coming away with the basketball for the Eagles is Josh Robinson. Chadron State up in the northwest corner of the state of Nebraska. Feed inside, but it goes off the hands of Anderson. Eagles maintain possession. 3-point shot on its way, and it is good by Jarrett Taylor. Right place, right time for that Evergreen, Alabama native. 10-3 our score in the early going. 3-point attempt. That one is good as well. Nigel Wilson, hot from behind the arc for the Bruins. 10-6 our score. Timeout on the floor. It's the Eagles 10 and the Bruins 6 in the early going of tonight's contest. Nigel Wilson providing all the offense for the Bellevue Bruins thus far. All right, Bellevue fans and Chadron State fans, we like to have our audience participate with our broadcast. If you would like to join us, you can send along a text message to me. My text message number is 402-515-76 5-4. Looks like we've got a couple in the queue already from folks who were with us last year, and they know what this is all about. Big shout out to Vinnie Belcaster and the Bellevue Bruins watching from the stands this weekend. Love from Mom, and basketball and heart emojis as well. Glad you're here. Hopefully a good season for Vinnie and for the Bruins. Hi, Mick. Let's go Bruins from Paulo's mom, Valerie, out in California. Paulo was the leading scorer for the Bruins last year. He graduated and now on with his life. So thanks, Valerie, for joining us via the Bellevue Bruins Sports Network tonight. She was a great supporter of her son and the Bruins over the last several years. Bruins trying to scramble on defense on the man-to-man. Eagles responding. Nice look inside. And the basket is good. The bucket by Porter Anderson on the assist from Bryce Latimer. Chadron stay with the size advantage over the Bruins in this one. Let's see how Bellevue can respond. Thompson puts up the three-point shot. No good. The rebound brought down by Josh Robinson. We'll give you that number again several times if you'd like to join us tonight, or Bellevue fans all season long. Here's working inside. Anderson with the height and physique advantage. The tip in is good. Credit the basket to Josh Robinson after a couple of misses inside by Anderson. The Bruins, three-point shot. It's raining threes for the Bruins. On the first shot from T.J. Fritz is a Bellevue Bruin. Started his college career at National Park College, now a Bellevue Bruin. He's 1 for 1 as a Bruin, but quickly down the floor, Josh Robinson down the middle of the lane for the bucket. 16-9 our score. Here's Fritz with the basketball on the right side, working off the high screen by Loudermill. Into the corner to Bynum. Jerome redshirted last year. The miss on the layup inside. A good look, but Loudermill couldn't follow it through. And the Eagles quickly down the floor. Lost across the way. Belcaster ahead. Corralled by Bynum. Open look in the corner. Fritz steps behind the line. Shot won't go down. Inside. Offensive rebound to Leon Thompson. And then he's fouled. Let's see which of the two Eagles is going to pick up the foul.
Bryce Latimer, that's his second.
Bryce Latimer picks up his second personal foul. As Christian Carter back in. First time in back in is Jaden Phillips. And maybe somebody else, but I can't see who that would be. All right, here we go with the action. 5.5 minutes have gone in this first half. Across the way, a quick sip from the bench for Dalton Peterson. That's a little unusual to give him time to do that, but what the heck. Here's Chris Carter. Collects the basketball, having a little trouble dribbling it. Now he's got it under control. Here's T.J. Fritz. Bruins weaving guards around the top, around the perimeter. Into the hands of Jerome Bynum, who knocks down the three. All 4 Bellevue baskets have been from behind the arc. That accounts for the 12 points on the board. Wilson with 2, Fritz and Bynum with 1 apiece. Inside, in and out, three-point shot from the Eagles. That's no good. Battle for the rebound. That's going to be a foul called from behind. Jaden Phillips with good position. Crashed into from behind. The foul. Number 35, Martin Poznanovic, native of Serbia, who started his college career at McCook Community College. We've got an official's timeout as one of the referees talking with the scorer's table across the way. And they're asking both teams to go to their respective benches as they confer across the way with the scorer's table. Tip of the cap to Bellevue baseball player Logan Grant doing the work behind the scenes here. He's our cameraman tonight. Looking forward to another good year of baseball beginning February. Yes, we do play baseball in Nebraska in February, so as the officials confer, I would assume it's something to do with a substitution or the lineup. Is somebody in an incorrect number? I'm not quite sure, but the official timeout. And now one of the officials gesturing to both benches. Shane Pabin not happy about whatever this decision is. Trying to look on our live stats feed to see if they've got something in here. It's a technical foul against Chadron State. I'm not sure the reason why. TJ Fritz will head to the free throw line. TJ, the junior, 6'3" out of Manhattan, Kansas. First year as a Bellevue Bruin. Takes a big, deep breath. First free throw is up, and it is no good. It'll be Bellevue basketball. I thought somebody heard double technical, but obviously it's not. So Bellevue will have the missed opportunity for the free throw, but they will have possession of the basketball. Raiden Groby into the game for the Bruins. He'll enter the ball to Christian Carter, both of those guys on the squad last year. Bellevue trailing by 4. Fritz, top of the key, back to Carter, entry pass, good position for Wilson, but Wilson can't convert. Scramble for the basketball down low. The Eagles come away with it. Up the right side comes Reed Nunez. And a whistle from underneath. That's going to be a foul called against one of the Bruins. That's going to go against Vinny Belcast. Nope. TJ Fritz will pick up the foul. Vinny's not on the floor right now. Kind of hard for him to pick up the foul. So first personal, third team foul against the Bruins. Over the top pass. Nice jump catch on this near side by Nunez. He's still got the basketball. Now gives it off across the way. Crossover dribble here by Trey Ballard. Now back to the other side. Penetration, shot clock down to 7. Three-point look by Ballard is no good. An Eagle inside coming away with the rebound is Martin Poznanovic. Second chance opportunity for the visitors from Chadron. Turnover on the travel violation.
Traveling violation.
Raul Nunez got his feet tangled up inside in traffic. The Bruins will get the basketball back as we have a officials timeout for a shoe tie across the way. Checking into the game, Jarrett Taylor back in, one of the starting 5. We've played just about 7 minutes so far. 16-12 our score. Bruins staying close against a very competitive opponent, Chadron State Eagles. Here's Raiden Groby. Nice bounce pass inside. Up and under. The basket converted by Nigel Wilson, the newcomer out of Tucson, Arizona. Played at Pasadena City College to start his college career. Bruins within 2 points. A traveling violation once again against the Eagles. Back-to-back turnovers. Bruins with the chance or to tie or take the lead with the 3. Into the hands of Wilson. Here's Fritz. I combined TJ and Fritz to come up with Tritz. Turning the corner comes Jaden Phillips. Try to look inside. His bounce pass intercepted by big man Martin Poznanovic. Flying down the lane, off the glass and in. Good speed and hustle. Trey Ballard on the bucket. Three-point shot, no good on the attempt by Nigel Wilson. Again, speeding down the right side. A blocking foul, however, as Jarrett Taylor came flying down the side. Still waiting for the official announcement of the foul. There it is. It is on Christian Carter, his first personal. 4 team fouls against each squad now as the Eagles on the entry play. Stolen away. Quick hands by Jerome Bynum. Bruins with the 2-on-1 and the flush. Bynum on the assist. Loudermill on the jam for the Bruins. 18-16. Bruins back to within 2 as the Bruins execute the fast break to perfection. Latimer steps it back a little bit. Now trying to work inside. Jitterbug move. The shot on the fadeaway. Nice touch on that by Bryce Latimer out of Stone Mountain, Georgia. Bruins down by 4 once again, trying to narrow that gap. Into the hands of Loudermill. Now Belcaster who's back into the game. Loudermill down low. Nice feed inside, but a foul's going to be called. Working down the lane was Nigel Wilson. He'll head to the free throw line for 2 shots. Nigel, a 6'9" junior from Tucson who started his college career at Pasadena City College. Chance to pull his team to within 2 points. Wilson with 8 points already, make it 9 as it falls through the hoop. And already to 10 points, Nigel Wilson making a good impression in his first game as a Bellevue Bruin. Eagles back to work on offense. This near side, it's Raul Nunez. Latimer tries to split defenders again, launches that little runner in the lane, no good. The rebound brought down by the Bruins' Jerome Bynum. Bruins back on offense, a chance to tie or take the lead, working inside against a double team. Good strip from behind, but the Bruins get the ball back. Fall away, jump shot, it's good. TJ Fritz elevated at the apex of his jump, let it go, and the Bruins have tied it at 20. Nice job by the Bruins to battle back. Chadron State got off to a quick lead, but the Bruins have hung tough, but another 3-point shot up and in by Trey Ballard. And I think I just discovered what the technical foul was. There's no number 4 technically in the program. So here's Tritz in the lane. He's fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. We'll see if I can figure that out.
12,
Raul Nunez picks up his first personal foul. Now 6 team fouls against the Bruins. 2 free throws upcoming for TJ Fritz.
At the line, shooting 2 for Bellevue, TJ Fritz.
Fritz played previously at National Park College, at Coffeyville Community College, and University of Nebraska at Kearney. His long journey now, a member of the Bellevue Bruins. 23-20 our score. Fritz converts on the second free throw, so a 2-point ball game once again. Back in for the Bruins is Jaden Phillips, the Oakland, California native. Almost halfway through the first half of action, 10:09 and counting on the clock. Here's Bryce Latimer. Oh, excuse me, knocked away. Nice play by the Bruins. Jaden Phillips. Bruins back on offense. And mugged inside Liam Thompson. They're going to say a traveling violation instead. Dalton Peterson checks back into the game. We've got immediate timeout on the floor. 9:53 remaining in the first half of action. So Chadron State Eagles 23, the Bellevue University Bruins 21. Go Bruins. Good luck, Nigel and team. Heart emojis from Deborah, a.k.a. Nigel's mom from Arizona. Glad you're with us, Deborah, on the Bellevue Bruins Sports Network. Go Bruins. A heart for number 10, the Groby Grands, listening in Oakland, Iowa. Way to bounce, Ray. All right, so we're hearing from all over the country as we normally do. That's always fun, including just up the road in Iowa. 23-21 our score. Both these teams back in action tomorrow as part of this 2023 Chick-fil-A Classic. For the Chadron State Eagles, they will be in action tomorrow at 2:30 as they take on Dickinson State University of the North Star Athletic Association. For the Bellevue Bruins, they will play the nightcap tomorrow as well as they take on the Kansas Wesleyan Coyotes. So 8 games being played over the 2 days as part of the Chick-fil-A Classic. Again, thanks to Chick-fil-A local ownership for their support of Bellevue University basketball. Again, that text message number, if you would like to send it in, 402-515 7-6. 5-4. Mick Krupski here behind the microphone. Thanks for joining me tonight on the Bellevue Bruins season opener, Chadron State season opener as well. Vinny Belcaster with the defensive play, knocking the ball out of bounds.
Chadron State maintains the possession.
Bellevue plays man-to-man on defense most of the time, but they will occasionally switch to a zone defense as they're showing here in the 2-3. Chadron State moving the basketball around, shot in the middle, that one's no good. Off the shot from Josh Robinson. Bruins pull down the rebound and head up the floor. A chance to tie or take the lead. Here's the shot, three-pointer, it is good. Bellevue on top with a Jerome Bynum tray from the top of the key. The Bruins enjoying their first lead of the night at 24-23. Quick release three-pointer from Chadron State, that's no good. Off the shot from Jared Taylor, whistle in the battle for the rebound. That's going to go against Chadron State. And it'll go against Porter Anderson, his first personal foul. That's the 7th team foul, so he'll be shooting 1-1. Porter at 6'7" out of Russellville, Arkansas. Vinny Belcaster will be at the free throw line.
1-1 for the Bruins.
Belcaster, a 57% free throw shooter last year, but 11.5 points per game. He was second on the team behind Paulo Araujo. Misses the front end of the 1-1. The rebound brought down by Julio Phillips. Chadron State back to work. Latimer, the little jitterbug guard. He's going to be a traveling violation as he skidded to a stop in the lane. Six turnovers against Chadron State, 5 against Bellevue. 10 rebounds for Chadron State to 9 for Bellevue. So some team stats to throw at you. That pass is thrown away into the bleachers as the Bruins miscommunicated on that effort. Back into the game for the Bruins, Nigel Wilson.
Subbing for the Bruins. Number 14, Nigel Wilson. Number 2, TJ Fritz.
TJ Fritz also back into the game for the home team. Bellevue with the white uniforms with gold trim. Chadron State, the black uniforms with red and white trim. Shane Pabin patrolling the sidelines for Chadron State. Lucas Gabriel for the Bellevue Bruins. Again, that quick release attempted a three. Spins, won't go down. For the second chance collected by the Eagles. Here's Latimer inside, a little backhanded flip into the basket. The Eagles back up on top by 1. Bruins moving quickly ahead. Nice entry pass by Fritz. Nigel Wilson going for the dunk, but he's denied. And he'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots.
Foul the Eagles.
The foul committed by Julio Phipps, excuse me. Bronx, New York native. I wonder if he's a Yankees fan. First of 2 free throws is good. Nigel Wilson, a first half scoring machine for the Bruins. Second one won't go down. The rebound pulled down by Trey Ballard. Working the baseline, Julio Phipps with a nice job of body control, staying in bounds and working against the defender who couldn't defend because of the rim. And another misthrown pass by the Bruins. Jerome Bynum and Nigel Wilson trying to make contact that time, but it winds up in the stands once again. Second time in the last 3 trips down the floor. Eagles with a 2-point lead, trying to extend it. 7:43 remaining in the first half of action. Latimer again in the lane. Belcaster defending. Forces the shot to be short in the battle for the rebound. A foul's going to be called. Looks like Jaden Phillips got a shot to the jaw. Unintentional, obviously. Foul's going to go against Julio Phillips, his second personal foul. Now the 9th team foul, so one more 1-and-1 situation for the Bruins as Jaden Phillips will step to the line. Phillips, a 6'5 junior.
The line for the Bruins.
Played last at Las Positas College.
2.
Another California native. California has always been a very fertile recruiting ground for the Bruins. Bruins again missed the front end of a 1-and-1. Phipps with the rebound for Chadron State. They're back on offense. No moss grows underneath the Eagles as they quickly get down the floor. The shot by Ballard is no good. The rebound by Phillips, excuse me. So we've got a Phillips on the Bruins side and a Phipps on the Chadron side. So that'll keep me spinning all over the microphone all night long. Here's Belcaster to Fritz. Shot from the corner goes wide. Rebound pulled down by the Eagles, quickly ahead. That one's defended by the Bruins, Nigel Wilson. Under 7 minutes to go. Little baby hook inside, it's good. Another nice move by Nigel Wilson. A very impressive first game for Wilson as a Bellevue Bruin. Trey Ballard with the basketball. Bruins switch on defense. Shot from three-point land. That one is no good, but second chance opportunity inside. Banged hard is Julio Phipps. He'll go to the free throw line.
Fouls on the Bruins, number 14, Nigel Wilson.
Nigel Wilson picks up his first personal foul. Now 5 team fouls against Bellevue.
Eagles, Julio Phipps.
And again, a conference with the officials. And with the official scorer across the way, let's see what's happening on this one. Again, we're on the other side of the gym from the officials.
Number 12, Jaden Phillips. That is his second.
So Jaden Phillips picks up his second personal foul. That was the confusion over that. So Phipps at the free throw line for Chadron State. Misses on the first attempt. 3 new Bruins heading into the game. Groby, Carter, and Loudermill. 4 fresh bodies on the floor for Chadron State. Tied at 27, but not anymore. 28-27, Chadron State in the lead. And coming in, Josh Robinson,
22, Josh Robinson
on the floor. So both coaches obviously trying to keep fresh bodies on the floor. Here's Christian Carter up the right side of the lane. Leaves it for Wilson. Now Fritz. Tipped out of bounds on the defensive play by Martin Poznanovic. Carter working around the high screen by Wilson. Christian to the basket. Nice floater off that left side. His first basket of the night and the 2023-24 season. Drive. Again, a body control basket by Bryce Latimer. Banks it home. Latimer with a team high 8 points for Chadron State. Entry pass inside, up off the glass. A little bit of a tough angle inside. No good. Rebound pulled down by Chadron State. Driving into the lane, leave behind Poznanovic. Endures a couple of hard hits by Bruin players flying by. He'll head to the free throw line for 2 shots. Let's see which Bruin's going to collect the foul.
Bruins, number 14.
Nigel Wilson will pick up his first personal foul. Now they've got Wilson with the foul.
Martin Poznanovic.
Free throw, no good. Poznanovic is from Serbia. Uzici, Serbia. 6'8" junior. Second free throw attempt upcoming. He averaged about 1.5 points last season for Chadron State. Makes the second free throw. And the Bruins trailing by 2 with 5 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the first half. Here's TJ Fritz over to Christian Carter. Carter on the drive, bounce pass inside. Off the hands of Loudermill underneath. A foul called on the scramble. That's going to go against Loudermill, his second personal. McKeem out of Falcon, Arkansas, redshirted last year for the Bruins. That is now the 7th team foul against Bellevue, so a 1-and-1 for Chadron State. At the free throw line, Dalton Peterson, 6'3" junior out of Encampment, Wyoming. Got to be an interesting story behind the naming of that town. First free throw is good. And second free throw follows suit. So the Eagles have built their lead back up to 4 points as we are at the 5-minute mark. Bruins basketball. Fritz, the pull-up jump shot is good. A two-pointer just inside the arc. There's 3 arcs on the floor here for high school and for women and for men's basketball. Kind of confusing sometimes. Drive into the lane. That shot no good. It'll be off the hands of Christian Carter, and it'll be Chadron State basketball. 15. Checking back in for Chadron State, Malachi Harris, Yuba City, California native. Lucas Gabriel directing traffic for the Bruin defense. Tipped away. Inside by Nigel Wilson. 7 seconds left on the shot clock for Chadron State on this possession. Into the hands of Robinson. He'll drive in the lane. He'll find Poznanovic down, driving down, and he'll draw the foul. Nigel Wilson will pick up his second personal foul. The Bruins will pick up their 8th team foul, so 2 free throws upcoming here for Poznanovic.
That's his third. At the line, shooting 1-1. Martin Cannell.
Free throw up and in. Take a quick look at the free throws on the night. For Chadron State, they're 5 of 7. Bellevue is 4 of 9. 71% for Chadron State, 44% for the Bruins. That'll lower Chadron State's percentage a little bit as the Bruins down by 3 points, trying to work nearing the 4-minute mark. Nice touch pass inside. Liam Thompson with the basket off the assist from Nigel Wilson. And it'll be Bellevue basketball off the leg of Dalton Peterson. Couple of fresh bodies in for Chadron State. Bellevue a chance to take the lead on this possession. Thompson to Fritz. TJ will drive, pull up, jump shot off the glass a little bit too high. Latimer with the rebound, quickly ahead. The drive, Bruins playing pretty solid defense, crashing over the top of everything. And it's going to be an offensive goaltending call against Malachi Harris as he's tried to crash in over the top, but it was still in the cylinder. So no foul, no basket, no nothing except the Bruins get the basketball. Up this side comes Jerome Bynum, Chicago native. Fritz, quick release, three-pointer. TJ Fritz again for the Bruins. The Bellevue team takes a 2-point lead over the visiting Chadron State Eagles. TJ Fritz now with 11 points, so the Bruins with 2 double-digit scores in this first half. Latimer, the leading scorer for Chadron State in the half, Gets the up and under shot, kind of an awkward shot, no good, but there to make the play on offense is Josh Robinson. Got around a couple of Bruin defenders to get the board and the basket and the foul.
Now the Bruins, number 15.
Foul goes against Liam Thompson, his first personal. Both squads now with 9 team fouls. Show shooting the double bonus on the next foul. One shot here for Josh Robinson. Robinson misses, the senior out of Pears, Texas. Here's Fritz driving around, pull-up jump shot from just behind the free throw lane. That one's off the mark. The rebound goes to Robinson. Quickly ahead to Latimer. Latimer the kick out pass, step back look for a three. That one is off the mark, misses everything. Fritz with the rebound, off the miss by Jarrett Taylor, and a foul call. That'll send TJ Fritz to the free throw line for the Bruins. Foul called against Martin Poznanovich, his second personal.
Fouls on the Eagles, number 35, Martin Poznanovich. The line shooting 2, Bellevue. TJ Fritz.
Fritz from a very athletic family. His father, Steve, ran track and played basketball at Kansas State. Also was a member of the 1996 Olympic Games in Atlanta in the decathlon. His mom, Susie, played collegiate volleyball, and she's the head coach at Kansas State. Good genes there. 36-36 our score. For the lead, Fritz delivers. TJ Fritz. He'll step out. Jaden Phillips steps back in. The Bruins with a 1-point lead with 2:46 to go. Raul Nunez with the basketball, trying to work around, but a nice defensive play by Jaden Phillips, knocking it away, and Jaden will finish with a flush on the Bellevue end. The Bruins lead it by 3, 39-36. Good work defensively and transitioning into offense for the Bruins. Good quick ball movement by the Eagles. Shot from the corner, misses everything. On the shot by Nunez, Bruins ahead trying to move the ball quickly ahead, but that one's picked off by Latimer. And now it's a race to the basket. A foul's going to be called, but a good defensive play by Nigel Wilson as he squatted that one away. 2 free throws upcoming, but that way it avoided the easy basket. Wilson, though, picks up his 3rd personal foul. He'll probably head to the bench for the rest of the half. 2 free throws upcoming for Josh Robinson. First one is good. Robinson averaged 13.9 points per game last year, also added 8+ rebounds per game. And he makes both free throws, so it's a 1-point game. Bruins on top with 2 minutes to go. Vinny Belcaster back into the game. Raiden Groby as well. Liam Thompson as well. Stop and start, fall away jump shot is good. Nicely executed by Jaden Phillips. Working the right side of the court. Bruins back up by 3. Contact made. Raiden Groby and Bryce Latimer collided. Latimer hits the floor hard. Not intentional, but just that's going to sting for a little bit. And we may need a towel on the floor here to mop up some of the perspiration. That'll send Bryce Latimer to the free throw line.
At the line, shooting 2.
Latimer averaged 15.2 points per game last year. A great free throw shooter as well. 85% last year. First free throw attempt this year. Is good. PA announcer Simon Falcon is as confused as I am as to who number 4 is. We'll try to figure that out at halftime break. Whoever he is, he's back in the game for Chadron State as the Eagles trail by 1, 41-40. A minute and a half remaining before the halftime break, and there's going to be an offensive foul against one of the Bruins for an illegal screen. That's going to go against McKeem Loudermill, his 3rd personal foul. Into the game for the Bruins, Terrence Kraft. First time that Terrence name has been mentioned tonight. He'll check in. Terrence, a 6'11 junior out of Hayward, California. He's the big man in the middle for the Bruins on this defensive alignment. Drive to the middle. Shot somehow finds the way in. Bryce Latimer, that little jitterbug, quick-moving guard, got through the defense and got it home. Latimer now becomes the leading scorer for Chadron State with 12. Nearing the 1-minute mark. The drive, the shot, no good. The follow-up, also no good. Bruins had 2 looks inside. The Chadron defense making the plays. Latimer tosses that one up. There's bodies on the floor that time. And Latimer goes down hard once again. Really forced that one.
30, Porter Anderson.
Bryce still down on the floor. Now his teammates assist him up. He's
second.
So the foul will be called on number 30, Porter Anderson, his 2nd personal foul. In all that mess, it'll send Raiden Groby to the free throw line for 2 shots. 2nd year in the program for Ray.
Raiden Groby.
Out of Avoca, Iowa. And the first free throw is good. First point of the year for Raiden. In his 2nd year as a Bellevue Bruin. Checking back in, Martin Poznanovich for Chadron State. First half kind of flying by. 53 seconds remaining as Groby hits both ends of the free throw. Latimer looks like he's okay. Back up at it at the point guard position. Quick passes down the left side of the floor, back to the top of the key to Latimer. He'll drive into territory, leaves it behind. Assist to Latimer, and the made basket by Josh Robinson. Those two have a nice relationship, nice touch on the floor together. Thompson. Over to Phillips. Drive, pull-up shot. It's good. Jaden Phillips hits the floor, but also hits the bucket. Bruins regain the 1-point lead. Chadron State will hold for the final shot with 15 seconds left on the clock. Phillips with 6 points now. Shot clock down to 4. Shot off before the buzzer, but it won't go down. The infamous number 4 with the left-handed shot in the key. And we are at halftime with the score. The Bellevue Bruins 45. The Chadron State Eagles 44. Oh, the Bruins doing a nice job working against the NCAA Division II Eagles.
Please notify facility personnel.
All right, let's check into the text message here. I know we've had some kind of backup. We haven't really had many timeouts, so let's get to those first before we turn our attentions to the stats. Excited for the season. Team Carter, Fellas Fam in Bellevue for live action on the season opening weekend. Mom Carter saying hi from a crisp fall evening in Northern California. Let's go Bruins. Lots of emojis in there too. So some of the family here, some of the family back home in California. We're glad you're with us in both places. Lee and Thompson's, Mimi and Poppy watching from Canada. Let's go Bruins. Canada, you guys on vacation up there or what? Long way from Arizona, right? Go Vinny and the Bruins. Aunt Lori and Uncle Jay are watching in Plainfield, Illinois. Glad you guys are watching. I met you here last year when you came to the Lozier Center. And one more before halftime. Good job, Raiden. That's from the grandparents up in Oakland, Iowa. All right, let's look at some of the first half stats as the Bellevue Bruins enter the halftime break with a 1-point lead. The Bruins shooting 53% from the floor. Chadron State 42. Three-pointers, Bellevue has made 6 of 11. Chadron State only 3 of 11. And at the free throw line, Bellevue is 7 of 13, 54%. That's not real good, but 9 of 13, 69% for Chadron State. Bellevue with 10 turnovers to 8 for Chadron. Bellevue with 20 rebounds to 21 for Chadron State. 10 assists for the Bruins. 10 assists for the Bruins to 4 assists for Chadron State. So that means the Bruins having a lot of help from their teammates getting the ball in the hoop. Top scorers for Chadron State, Bryce Latimer and Josh Robinson, each of them with 12 points. Nobody else with more than 5 points. For the Bellevue Bruins, also 2 double-digit scorers, Nigel Wilson with 13, TJ Fritz with 12. Nobody else for the Bruins with more than 6. Phillips and Bynum with 6, Makeem Loudermill with 2, Raiden Groby with 2, Christian Carter with 2, and Leon Thompson with 2. So 45-44 our score at halftime. Bellevue men over the Chadron State Eagles. All right, we'll flip the camera around here
While balancing your frisbee on the top of your pool hoop.
as we get a chance to visit with Bellevue women's basketball coach Dave Denley. Dave, it was Yep, here we go. Let's turn on the microphone for you.
Are you sure you want to flip that camera?
There we go. See, who's the most handsome? Who's the most ugly?
That's
There we go.
right
Yeah,
over
there we go. So it's a tie on the ugly contest. A very exciting game, number 1 on the season opener for you. Came up a little bit short in the fourth quarter. There, they had a couple of penetrations in the lane and built up a little lead that you guys could not overcome.
Yeah, I was really proud of our kids' battle. We really struggled in the first half to score, but we defended pretty well and kept ourselves in within striking distance and in the game. But that third quarter we came out, we played much better, and then it's just really difficult to keep climbing back. And then they made some plays there probably in that I'd say the 5 to 3 minute mark.
Yes,
in that time frame.
All right, we're going to do half.
It stretched it out, and then from there it's hard. And then they did a nice job of working the clock and doing some things, making us play defense for an extended period of time late, and just waiting. Got a couple offensive rebounds, got a couple drives that we didn't rotate on very good. So, but I'm going to be honest with you. I'm disappointed we lost, but I'm pleased with some of the things that we showed and some of the things that we did in the second half.
I had a chance to talk with Coach Ice before the game. You were running around, I was running around, so we didn't make contact. He said a couple of things about the team this year. It's the best size that you've had. You have a lot of interchangeable part, and you're very happy with the athleticism that this team shows. Do you have anything else to add to that description?
I think we have some inexperience that we're going to have to gain experience with, and the only way that you get that is by you're going to have some ups and downs, and so you got to be able to handle that. But 20 turnovers is too many, that as well as I do, and in the end, that really in the free throw line. But when you have to get down, you have to foul to try and create extra possessions and stuff like that. But I wish we shoot free throws a little better. We shot much better in the second half. We got to the rim, we got inside, we did some things like that. But we do have some good size, but we got to use the size, and I think that's something we're learning as well.
26 points in the third quarter for your team. That was a great offensive showing after being very cold in the second period.
Yeah,
what was happening with the team that created those opportunities in the third?
It wasn't because we weren't playing hard. It was we just weren't sharing the basketball. We were trying to do it ourselves instead of allowing the ball to move, create space, and then attacking and creating openings for each other. And I think we did that better in the third quarter. We did it more consistently than the second half, and so I think we got to build on that. But we also got the ball inside. We got to the rim, we got to the paint, and that's something that we're going to need to do. And it's a little different than maybe all the time in the past. We always said we tried to get it to Alexis, but last year, it was a little bit more space the floor and attack it and do some things. We still scored in the paint, but we did it different ways. And we got to get our post touches, and we got a freshman kid in Dinker that I think is going to be a pretty special player. But again, she's got to learn to get inside. She hung out on the perimeter a little too much for my liking. She can shoot the basketball, but you're 6'1" too. Be a multi-dimensional kid, and we'll get her there. She's very coachable. She's a great kid, and she's going to learn. And and we go. The other freshman, Muhammad, is extremely athletic, and she's going to get better too. And so we're very excited about her. And then Palmer-Nakis got a few minutes, the other freshman. But the two transfers played a lot of minutes, and they're gonna eat some up, and they got to get a little better in that area as far as taking care of the ball.
You lost a lot of experience.
Yep.
Last year with some of those girls that have been here playing for 5 years.
Yep.
With COVID and everything. And who of the returning players that you have, are you relying on any one of them, or are you relying upon the entire group to help in the early part of the season?
The entire group, but Ashton's got to step up and take on a little more of a role, and she did that tonight. She ended up with 14 and 8. And did a good job, and we got to continue to try and work with that. But it's one of those things. Shelby's she's got to continue to keep getting better, and she's had a great preseason of practice and doing a lot of good things, and so we just got to keep working it. And Delaney brings a spark for us off the bench, and she does a good job. And and then KZ's battling a little bit of a knee thing right now, and it's just not. But Mimi came in and gave us good minutes, but she fouled too much in those situations. So again, it's early season. We played a really good basketball team in Kansas Wesleyan, who is picked to finish second in their league, and they almost had 20 or close to 20 wins last year, and they returned a lot of players. And so we're excited about the challenge we had with them. We got Midland tomorrow, and then we got Tabor, who's picked to win the KCAC, coming in here on Halloween. So not an easy start for us, but it's something we can grow from.
All right, very good. Well, these early games are a nice test, a nice way for you to kind of see what you have and build on and go from there. So good luck tomorrow against Midland, another team that you are very competitive with. It's a nice rivalry because the two schools are so close.
Yep, absolutely. And Coach Sean and I are good friends and play golf together here and there in the summer. And so it's a nice little rivalry, but it's also productive for both of us.
All right. Very good. Thanks for coming by.
Thank you.
Bellevue Women's head coach Dave Denley joining us on our wrap-up of the women's game as we are at halftime at the men's game. I'm going to take a couple of minutes break to get a quick drink, and then we'll be back with more. Keep it right here for men's basketball action on the Bellevue Bruins Sports Network. right, Mick Krupski back behind the microphone here as we get ready for our second half of action. The Bellevue Bruins leading the Chadron State Eagles by a score of 45-44. A little trip over to the scorer's table, and yes, that technical foul was, as I assumed, a miss number in the scorebook. Number 4 is Jalen Patterson, who was number 3 in the official lineup. I don't know what happened with the uniforms or the scores, but anyway, it didn't hurt Chadron State as the free throw was missed, and Jalen Patterson able to get into the game. Patterson, a 6'1 junior from Galt, California. And he accounted for 5 points in that first half of action. Again, thanks to those folks who sent along their text messages in the first half. I'd like to give you the opportunity once again. If you are a Bellevue fan or a Chadron State fan, 402-515-7654 is my text message number. Good to hear your voice again, Mick. Go Bruins. That's from Raiden Groby's grandparents in Oakland, Iowa. Good to be back. Not even quite Halloween yet, and it's basketball season already. Basketball begins, volleyball continues, soccer continues, esports continue. It's a busy place around here. Mick Halbert back for another season. Canada loves your play-by-play. Go Bruins, and happy birthday to Bellevue's biggest feline fan, Bailey. All right, we got cat followers too, love it. Let's go, Matt, from Tennessee. All right, glad we've got listeners in the Volunteer State looking to see perhaps that's from Matt Meddock, newcomer to the Bruin program, the freshman from Council Bluffs, Iowa. All right. Again, 402-515-7654 is the number if you'd like to send along your greetings. Let me know who you are, where you are, who you're rooting for, any tidbit of information that would enhance the broadcast as both teams back on the floor. We'll be back at it for 20 more minutes of action, and then 4 games on the schedule for tomorrow as well. 2 men's game, 2 women's game. We'll bring you the Bellevue contest tomorrow as well. The 5 o'clock matchup between the Bellevue women and Midland University of Fremont, Nebraska. And then in the men's game at 7 o'clock, it'll be Bellevue taking on Kansas Wesleyan. So the women of Bellevue lost to Kansas Wesleyan women earlier today. Now the men will get an opportunity to play Kansas Wesleyan tomorrow. All right, both teams back around their respective coaching staffs. Lucas Gabriel in his 5th season, head coach of the Bellevue Bruins, along with his associate head coach Nate Geiser and newcomer assistant coach Aaron Havis this year. And for Chadron State, former Bellevue head coach Shane Pabin in his 4th year in Chadron. His assistant is Kyle Hunt. I checked it during the break. Shane Pabin was 11 years at Bellevue University. He is the winningest coach in Bellevue history with a record of 275 wins against 100 losses. And if you're wondering, Lucas Gabriel, and now his 5th year, his overall record 79-49. That's a ways to go. All right, here we go with the action for the second half. We'll switch sides of the floor. Bruins will have the opening possession. Again, Bellevue in the white uniform, Chadron State in the black. And here we go. Let's get back to work. Jerome Bynum with the basketball for the Bruins. Christian Carter now right over near the Bellevue bench, looking inside, tipped away, and a good defensive play by Josh Robinson on the run. The Eagles, it's Robinson trying to finish. Nice job on defense by Nigel Wilson to make it a tough path to the basket. A whistle across the way. A foul's going to be called on the drive by Makeem Loudermill. Makeem will head to the free throw line for 2 shots.
Number 2, Bryce Latimer.
Bryce Latimer picks up his 3rd personal foul, so the point guard, guy that makes it happen for Chadron State, and a little foul difficulty in the opening seconds of the second half.
True for the BU, number 5, Makeem Loudermill.
Makeem with 2 shots here. Shot up off the back of the rim. No good. McKeem out of Falcon, Arkansas, started his college career at Southern Arkansas Tech. Makes the second of the 2 free throws. He redshirted last year after recovering from an injury. Bruins with a 2-point lead, 46-44. Robinson working inside, has a height advantage there, finds his teammate, but the ball slips through the hands of Porter Anderson. So on the turnover, Bellevue gets the ball back. Jaden Phillips. Oh, excuse me, Jaden's already in the... All right, we continue with the action. Something, the whistle blew, the buzzer sounded, but not quite sure what happened. Here's Jaden Phillips trying to turn the corner. Pulls up his dribble, leaves it behind for Bynum. Jerome over to Carter. Christian working one-on-one there, gets around his defender. Fly by, shot on its way, it's good. A 3-pointer from Jerome Bynum. Bynum knocks that one down for the bucket. The Bruins extend their lead to 5. That's the largest of the evening. Bounce pass inside. Here's the shot by Robinson. No good. Again, a nice defensive play by Nigel Wilson. But the follow-up, the bucket to Robinson. Kick out pass. The drive inside. Carter. Head fake, nothing there. Kicks it out. Wilson for 3. That one rattles but won't go down. The rebound to Dalton Peterson. Here's Bryce Latimer up the right side. Give and go with Peterson. 3-point quick release shot. That one's good. Bryce Latimer now with 15 points. And we're tied at 49. 2 minutes have gone by in this second half of action. Bruins back on offense, trying to regain the lead. Loudermill across the way on the dribble. Phillips picks it up. Carter. Nigel Wilson from just behind the free throw line. Wilson showing range close and far. Nigel now with 15 points for the Bruins in his debut. Latimer splits the defenders and drives down the lane for the bucket. 17 points now for Bryce. Jaden Phillips driving in and out of traffic, feeds inside. Nigel Wilson with the left hand off the assist from Phillips. Nice work inside by the Bruins big men. Baseline drive by Robinson, knocked out of bounds. Good play by the Bruins, McKeem Loudermill. Back into the game for Bellevue, Liam Thompson. Arizona natives, parents listening in Canada. Latimer zigs and zags inside. He'll draw a foul. 2 free throws upcoming. Christian Carter will pick up his second personal foul. First team foul on the Bruins. Christian, the 6'1 junior out of Concord, California. Again, hi to Mom listening on up there. Up in Northern California. Latimer makes it 18 points. He has about a third of his team's points tonight. And one more. Stolen away. Here comes the race to the basket. And the bucket scored by Jarrett Taylor.
2 points for the Eagles, the number 10, Jarrett Taylor.
Phillips, a step back 3. That one misses everything. Wilson tries to keep it alive, but he stepped on the line as he was trying to make the save on the play. 4 fresh bodies in for the Bruins. Vinny Belcaster, TJ Fritz, Raiden Groby, and I 3 new bodies in because Thompson was already in and Loudermill already in. Just over 16 minutes remaining in the second half. The shot after the crossover dribble, no good on the miss by Latimer. Bruins come away with the rebound to Fritz. Here's the drive off the glass. On the run, Liam Thompson with the basket to the cheers of the fans on hand. And a couple in Canada too. Latimer again with the shot. Nice job by Belcaster on defense. The referee, however, does not see it that way. Vinny Belcaster working against Porter Anderson. Belcaster gives up some inches and some pounds, but he'll be called for the illegal screening. His first personal foul, second team foul against Bellevue. 20 seconds on the shot clock for Chadron State. Again, a play inside. Porter Anderson using his bulk. Got some space inside and the basket. Porter Anderson with 4 points on the game. Bruins back to work on offense. Here's Belcaster coming off the screen to Thompson, to Fritz. Loudermill back to Belcaster. Shot clock in single digits. Belcaster on the drive. The kick out pass to Fritz. Harried across the way. Pull up jump shot. Just a little bit too short. Rebound pulled down by Jalen Patterson. Chadron State will settle into their offense. Bruins back on defense. Open look in the corner. Shot on its way. No good. Off the miss by Trey Ballard. Bruins pushing the ball up. Chadron State gets back on defense, so Bellevue will go into the pattern. Belcaster, top of the key. Bruins, usually a very patient type team. If they don't have a quick look early, they'll settle for a look in offense. Here's Groby on the drive. He's denied. Ball loose, coming away. Now cut back by Thompson. Groby, three-point look, a little bit short. Battle for the rebound. Thompson inside. It'll be Bellevue basketball. Liam Thompson and Trey Ballard battling for possession of the basketball inside. They'll say it goes to Chadron State.
Chadron State, number 32, number 35, Martin Poznanovic.
Martin Poznanovic back into the game along with John Jenkins. Again, I'm assuming 32 is 33. We had this issue earlier in the game. Poznanovic using his size inside for the basket. The Eagles stretch their lead out to 4. Bellevue led at halftime by 1, 45-44. Belcaster, the look inside. Nice catch by Loudermill down low. Kick out pass to TJ Fritz, but it'll go out of bounds after the miss. Back in for the Bruins comes Chris Carter and Jerome Bynum. Also Jaden Phillips.
12, Jaden Phillips, and number 25, Jerome Bynum.
4-point lead for Chadron State. As Raul Nunez checks into the game, he'll enter the ball into the hands of Jalen Patterson. Bruins fall back on defense. Again, a harassing man-to-man defense by the Bruins. Close to a couple of tips, but not quite enough. Head fake and drive inside, an off-balance shot. No good, but it'll draw the foul. Trey Ballard on the drive. He'll head to the free throw line. The foul's going to go against Makeem Loudermill, and that'll be Makeem's 4th personal foul. 3rd team foul.
At the line shooting 2 for the Eagles, number 5, Trey Ballard.
Ballard with a couple of shots upcoming. Looking for his first points of the game. Misses on that one. And back in comes Nigel Wilson as Makeem Loudermill heads back to the bench. Shot Second one is good. Bruins without Emar Vinson tonight, the 6'8 junior, struggling with an injury. Lucas Gabriel said they hope to have him back next week to resume practice. Nice head fake and drive. Pass inside, tipped away, but Christian Carter there to retrieve it. Carter to the top of the key. Shot clock in single digits. Bruins still with plenty of time. Phillips with the drive, in traffic, up, and it won't go down. Up and around, but not down. He'll draw the foul.
That was on the Eagles, number 32.
John Jenkins will pick up the foul.
Caden Scalafani, that's his first. Line shooting 2, Bellevue.
2 free throws upcoming for Jaden, the Oakland, California native. Makes the first to pull the Bruins back to within 4. Season opener for both teams tonight. And both free throws made. Timeout called by Bellevue head coach Lucas Gabriel. 30-second timeout. Lucas, a graduate of Northern Arizona University, where he played his college basketball. His associate head coach, Nate Geiser, played there as well. 13:04 remaining. 60-57 our score. Chadron State leading the Bruins by 3 points. Jennifer is watching from Cali. Let's go, Bellevue. Christian Carter's biggest fan. Jennifer, glad you're with us tonight from the Golden State of California. Let's give out that text message number one more time if you'd like to join us via the text. 402-515-7654. Glad you're listening tonight on the Bellevue Bruins Sports Network. Bellevue fans will bring you all the home contests this season as we've done in the past. Good luck to the Bruins, and also good luck to Chadron State throughout this 23-24 basketball season. Eagles reverse the basketball in the hands of Ballard. He'll drive high off the glass, and it goes down. Trey Ballard with the bucket. Ballard now with 3 points on the game. His first basket following a free throw. Thompson to Carter. Back to Thompson. Entry pass to Nigel Wilson. Down low. One-on-one situation. Bruins try to clear out. Good ball movement. Frees up Christian Carter for a look. His shot off the mark. The rebound to John Jenkins. He'll come up the right side of the floor. Almost a good defensive play there by Jerome Dime. Tried to jump into the lane, but made too much body contact, so Jerome will pick up the foul. That is his first personal, 4th team foul. Vinny Belcaster back on the floor for Bellevue.
Some in for the Eagles, number 32.
Inbounds play upcoming for Chadron State. Jalen Patterson will trigger it in. A good no-look by Patterson frees up Martin Poznanovic to drive down the lane, and the catch and the quick bucket and the N1 foul.
Fouls on the Bruins, number 12, Jaden Phillips, that's his third.
Jaden Phillips picks up his third personal foul, so an N1 free throw for Martin Poznanovic.
Shooting 1, Martin Poznanovic.
Free throw is no good as Jaden Phillips grabs a rebound. The Bruins down by 7. Here's where the Bruins can't allow the Eagles to pull ahead. Liam Thompson with the basket off the nice feed from Nigel Wilson. The Bruins combining for another assist on the play on offense. Bruins close the gap to 5. Now they play defense. Phillips comes up from behind to get the steal. Bruins pushing ahead, but Chadron State back quickly as well. Here's Phillips off the front of the rim, no good. The rebound pulled down by Ballard. He's heading up the other way. Shot no good. Defense by Vinny Belcaster. A foul's called after the shot. And it'll go against one of the Bruins. Vinny did a nice job of thwarting that fast break attempt.
Nigel Wilson, that's his fourth.
But Nigel Wilson will pick up the foul. The Bruins' leading scorer tonight picks up his fourth personal foul. So 2 Bellevue players with 4 fouls. Nigel Wilson and McKeem Loudermill. Battle for position inside, and again the Bruins a little undersized by comparison. The foul will go against McKeem Loudermill, and McKeem will now have his 5th personal foul, so he is done for the evening for McKeem. 1 for 3 from the floor, 1 for 2 from the free throw line.
The line shooting 1 and 1.
3 points, 1 rebound. His night is done. Again, trying to keep Porter Anderson away from the basket. That's a tough task, as his free throw is good, extending the lead to 6 points. 11:28 to go. Anderson averaged 8.5 points last season. Again, the lead back up to 7. Thompson, season opening. Nice bounce pass inside. Nigel Wilson on the finish. Thompson with the assist. Wilson with the bucket. The Bruins get a little closer with a nice give-and-go type play. We talked at halftime with head coach Dave Denley on the women's side that he likes to see a good number of assists per made basket. The Bellevue men's doing that very well. 16 assists for the Bruins on 22 made baskets. Looking ahead, no good, but on the follow-up, it is good. Josh Robinson off the miss by Dalton Peterson. Oh, Patterson adds another 2 points to his personal and the team total. Bynum spins, feeds to Thompson. Thompson's really grown over the last year in his performance and time on the floor. Entry to Liam, fighting in traffic, kick out pass. Bynum with the shot, 3-pointer, knocked it down. Jerome Bynum from behind the arc. Lucas Gabriel calls for the timeout. And with 10:42 remaining in the game, it's the Eagles 68, the Bruins 64. Still anybody's game. Quick look at the team stats. Bellevue is actually out-shooting Chadron State, 52% to 46%. Bellevue 8 of 19 from behind the arc. Chadron State 14 from the free throw line. Chadron State is 14 of 20. Bellevue 10 of 18. So that's where the Bruins have left some points behind at the free throw line, only shooting 56%. Turnover battle pretty close. 12 turnovers against Bellevue, 10 against Chadron State. Chadron State enjoying a 33-24 advantage on the glass, including 11 offensive rebounds. A lot of second chance opportunities cashed in by Chadron State on the evening. Timeout concluded. Back to the action. Hey, shout out to the Bellevue volleyball team on the bus watching the game while driving to a hotel after a big win at Dickinson State. Congratulations, Trish, and all the young ladies there in the Bellevue volleyball program on the road. Turnover ahead to the basket, off the glass and in. Jaden Phillips for the Bruins. Another turnover against Chadron State. Bryce Latimer trying to settle his team down a little bit. Entry pass inside. Against 3 Bruin defenders, Porter Anderson muscles his way in for the basket. Congrats, Trish and the team. Volleyball, one more regular season home game. That'll be next week here at the Lozier Center. Bruins turn it over. Wilson on the pass into traffic. The long arms of Josh Robinson stretch out and get the bucket high off the glass. Foul's going to be called Let's confirm that here. I think that's against Nigel Wilson. If so, that's the 5th. Still waiting for official confirmation as Josh Robinson will get one free throw. It's up and in.
Fouls on the Bruins, number 15.
The foul is on Liam Thompson, his second. So 15, not 14 for the Bruins as play continues, but again, a 7-point lead for Chadron State. Here's Wilson with the basketball, kicks it out to Phillips. Jaden sees the opening, drives in, the up and under. Tough play, tough shot inside. Good defense made by Malachi Harris. Chadron State on the run once again. 3-point shot up and in by Dalton Peterson. And the lead is stretched to double digits. 9.5 minutes to go. Here's Jerome Bynum, shot too high off the glass. And Chadron State in a track meet, trying to push it ahead once again. A quick release three, back-to-back three-pointers by Dalton Peterson. And Chadron State extending their lead and keeping pressure on defensively. Benny Belcaster brings it across the timeline to Jerome Bynum, now to Liam Thompson. Top of the key to Jaden Phillips. Phillips works around the screen. There's going to be a blocking foul. That'll go against Bryce Latimer.
Fouls on the Eagles, number 2.
That's his 4th personal foul, 4 team fouls against the Eagles. Ray Groby back into the game for Bellevue. Terrence Kraft back in. TJ Fritz back in as well. Fritz works his way clear of the traffic inside, turns around and knocks down the tray. TJ Fritz providing instant offense. Again, over the top goes Porter Anderson to get the board, kicks it out, and the basket made by Jalen Patterson. So the Bruins look like they're kind of just wearing down, working against the size deficit that they've been enduring all night. Second chance opportunities. There's going to be a foul called on Dalton Peterson.
Foul the Eagles, number 23, Dalton Peterson. That's his.
Don't have the second chance opportunity screen on my live stats look in here, but that's an area where the Eagles in the second half have really shown an advantage. Carter loses control, but alert play by Terrence Kraft to keep it alive. Into the lane goes Groby. The ball gets wedged. And possession arrow points to Chadron State. See that more often in the women's game than the men's game. The women's basketball is slightly smaller, so the angle of wedging can happen more. Can't believe we're having a discussion of wedgies, but checking into the game, Julio Phillips back in for the Eagles. Jalen Patterson bringing the ball up the floor. Down into the quarter. Now out to Phipps. The look from Malachi Harris, that's no good, and that's going to be a foul inside against Julio Phipps. That'll be the 6th team foul against Chadron State. So on the next one, the Bruins will be shooting free throws.
Julio Phipps, that's his 3rd.
3rd personal foul against Phipps on the play. Again, Chadron State continuing to put a couple of guards in the backcourt just to force a couple of extra seconds off the shot clock for the Bruins. 7.5 minutes or so remaining. Carter, pull up shot, it's gonna go. Christian Carter with a nice move down the right side.
Fouls on the Eagles, number 23.
Dalton Peterson gets his 3rd personal foul.
Shooting 1.
Shooting 1 on the N1 after the basket, Christian Carter. Last year, Christian averaged just under 5 points per game. Did a nice job ball handling, did a nice job hitting the boards, as well as a secondary rebounder. 10-point ball game once again. Pull-up jump shot in the lane, too short. The follow-up is good, however. Josh Robinson collecting that one for the bucket. Again, a second chance opportunity. Carter in lane, stops. TJ Fritz wins the battle for the basketball and again knocks down the tray. TJ Fritz with 4 3-pointers, 18 points on the game. A great start in his debut as a Bellevue Bruin. That one goes down on the shot by Jalen Patterson. And a timeout called by Chadron State head coach Shane Pabin. 86-75 our score with 6:50 remaining. 30-second timeout here. Bellevue has 3 timeouts remaining. Chadron State will have 5 remaining. The Bellevue Bruins, part of the North Star Athletic Association. There are 7 schools this year in the North Star. Presentation College closed its doors last year, so dropped the conference from 8 to 7. Bellevue will start its conference season as it takes on Dakota State on January 6th. Dickinson State, Valley City State, Waldorf University, Viterbo University, and Mayville State are the other schools that comprise the North Star Athletic Association. A lot of talk about conference realignment. We may be looking at that next year. Nothing official, but that's something that's been discussed. Here's TJ Fritz, another back-to-back tray for TJ. He's up to 21 points. He's a leading scorer for the Bruins, tied with Josh Robinson for the Eagles. Here's Robinson, the pass inside deflected, kept alive by the Eagles. And a whistle blows, a foul is called. That'll send one of the Eagles to the free throw line as again they continue to get those second chance opportunities.
Fouls on the Bruins, number 34.
Foul will be called against Terrence Kraft, his first personal. And it sends Donald Trey Ballard to the free throw line, a Fort Worth, Texas native. Shot is good. Ballard with 4 points on the game. Josh Robinson and TJ Fritz, each of them with 21 points, leading their respective teams. And 2 free throws converted, the lead back to 10. First, a substitution comes in. Vinny Belcastro was waiting there, but they quickly let him in. Also, Jerome Bynum off the bench for the Bruins. So Bellevue has the task of cutting down that deficit little by little. Can't get 10 points on one possession, but you can get 2, maybe 3. Phillips slips down on the floor, loses possession. Quick 3-point shot, that's good by Jalen Patterson. As Chadron State continues to apply pressure.
Jalen Patterson.
Bruins now down by 13, their biggest deficit of the night. TJ Fritz trying to keep the Bruins in the game. Nice defensive play there by Jaden Phillips, keeping the ball alive. The drive by Jerome Bynum, the Chicago native, off the glass with the left hand for the basket.
Jerome Bynum.
Another 3-pointer for Chadron State. They've hit from behind the arc in this second half. Trey Ballard getting that one. Now 9 3-pointers on the night for Chadron State, 9 of 20. Bellevue 11 of 23, so both teams foul call on the drive to the basket. No basket called, but
Fouls on the Eagles.
Josh Robinson picks up his first personal foul. That's 18 fouls now. Back into the game for the Bruins comes Nigel Wilson. Wilson with 4 personal fouls.
14, Nigel Wilson.
But they need his offense. 19 points tonight for Nigel. Here's Jaden Phillips. Jaden with 10 points. Bellevue with 4 double-digit scores. Chadron State with 4 double-digit scores. Off the 1-and-1, it's missed. Chadron State heads the other way. We're under 5 minutes to go in tonight's contest. Off the glass and in, Jalen Patterson. 96-80. As the numbers are really adding up on the scoreboard here in the second half. Here's Jerome Bynum, a three-point look. No good. Robinson clears the glass. Robinson across the way to Ballard. Pull-up jump shot from 10 feet. It's good. The Eagles on the knocking on the door of the century mark. Contact made in the drive down the lane by Jaden Phillips. Jaden slow to get up. He'll get an assist from a couple of teammates before heading to the free throw line for 2 shots.
Fouls on the Eagles, number 20.
Well, Lucas Gabriel will be happy that his team has put up 80-plus points, but defensively, the Bruins just basically have kind of been worn down by a taller, more physical team. That's been the story here, especially over the last 10 minutes or so. Phillips with the free throw. It's up and in. He's 3 for 5 from the free throw line tonight. 11 points in total.
Number 32, Aiden Slatini.
Martin Poznanovic into the game.
That's Danovich.
Also, Caden Sclafini in for Chadron State. Jaden hits both free throws. And a timeout called with 4:13 remaining. It's the Chadron State Eagles 98. The Bellevue University Bruins 82. Chadron State, part of the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference in the NCAA Division II. Other schools in their conference include Colorado State Pueblo, New Mexico Highlands, Western Colorado, Colorado Christian, Regis of Colorado, University of Colorado at Colorado Springs, Colorado Mesa, Westminster of Utah, Fort Lewis of Colorado, Adams State of Colorado. It's quite an extensive conference that Chadron State is a part of. University of Nebraska at Kearney used to be part of the Rocky Mountain Conference back in the day, but they switched membership, maybe a decade or so ago. But good luck to the Eagles in their conference play and regular season play in 2023-24. It was Bellevue 45, Chadron State 44 at halftime. But in this second half, Chadron State has put the pedal to the metal on offense. 54 points thus far in this half to 37 for Bellevue. Probably neither coach will be too pleased with the defensive effort. And on the drive to the basket, Trey Ballard puts the Eagles at the century mark. Bruins still battling with just under 4 minutes to go. Bynum drives, stops, kicks out. Belcaster with the basketball. Inside pass goes through the legs of Liam Thompson.
Turnover by the Bruins.
So the turnover gives the ball back. Belcaster has not shot a single shot yet tonight. He was one of the leading scorers for the Bruins last year. Not had a field goal attempt yet today. Working around the perimeter into the hands of Patterson. Now down low to Poznanovic. And he gets the shot, but that's no good. Reaching over the top.
Fouls on the Eagles, number 32.
Caden Sclafini gets the personal foul, his second of the night. So Vinny Belcaster, we just mentioned, hasn't had a field goal attempt yet. He's had one free throw attempt.
Vinny Belcaster.
That free throw a little bit short. Vinny looks a little frustrated there as he steps away from the line. Belcaster 11.5 points per game, and he's still showing an 0 for tonight. Chadron State back to work on offense. Again, perimeter passing. Now the drive inside. Kick out pass, head fake. Bruins still flying at the potential shooters. Little baby hook inside by Poznanovic. 102-82. So the lead has grown to 20 points. Inside look, Vinny with the basket off the assist from Nigel Wilson. So there's the first basket of the night for Vinny Belcaster. This has been a very big test for the Bruins. Bellevue basically trying to look at the team. Nigel Wilson with the play on defense, with the block, brings the ball up the floor. Quick release from TJ Fritz, another three-pointer. His 6th of the night, 24 points for the newcomer from Manhattan, Kansas. Back in for the Bruins, Jaden Phillips checks back in, replacing TJ Fritz. Probably a little offense-defense substitution here by Lucas Gabriel. Nice save off the fingertips there right in front of us by Malachi Harris. But Chadron State commits the turnover, and the Bruins get an opportunity to close the deficit with 2:21. A 15-point deficit for the Bruins.
Something to the Eagles, number 12, Raul Nunez.
Bellevue shot 54% of the night, 48% from behind the arc as play continues. Here's Bynum on the drive, the feed to Nigel Wilson, who slams it home. Assist to Jerome, the slam to Nigel. Bruins getting even closer as we hit the 2-minute mark. Chadron State shooting 53%, 45% from behind the arc. Shane Pavin forced to call the timeout instead of turning it over as Nunez picked up his dribble, couldn't find a teammate. 1:52 remaining, 102-89 our score.
Saturday State call.
And yes, I said wedgies, Trish. All right, sending love to the Eagles from Oklahoma City. Raul Nunez, biggest fan. His mom, Catherine. Thanks for joining us tonight on the Bellevue Bruins Sports Network. Let's go, John Jenkins in Chadron State. Love from your auntie in Vegas. All right, thanks for joining us down from Nevada. And yeah, Jalen Patterson is number 4. We were confused about that earlier on, so we got that squared away at halftime, but thanks for doing that. Again, congratulations to the Bellevue women's volleyball team. They are in the final month or so of their season. Tournament play begins in November. Opening round and the national tournament the last week of November and the first week of December. Bellevue men's basketball team has 21 national NAIA tournament. Another nice play by Nigel Wilson on the block inside. Quickly ahead come the Bruins. Jerome Bynum with the basket on the right side. Bruins kind of unleashing the fury here at the end of the game. They've closed a 20-point deficit down to an 11-point one. Working through the double team. Slafini is stuffed inside again. Nigel Wilson, they're going to call a jump ball and possession arrow pointing to the Bellevue Bruins. Oh, Nigel Wilson not only getting it done on offense, but he's made a couple of great defensive plays. TJ Fritz back out onto the floor for offense with 1:21 remaining. Bruins down by 11. All they need is 4 3-pointers. It can be done, right? TJ Fritz turns, and there's the first of them. TJ Fritz on fire with 6 3-pointers and 24 points. Chadron State more concerned now about just trying to run out the clock. Shane Pavin telling his team just to delay. Let it get down to under 5 seconds before taking a shot. on the dribble. Trey Ballard. Shot clock now down to 4. And the shot no good. Second chance opportunity. Follow up by Sclafani is no good. But he'll get free throws with 35 seconds remaining.
The Bruins, number 3.
The Bruins have not quit. They were down by 20 points after getting beat up on the boards. But the Bruins over the last several minutes have showed a lot of fight, a lot of moxie. They know they're probably not going to win this one, but they're going to go down swinging. Sclafani with the missed free throw. And it is good. His first point of the night. Bruins down 103-94. 9-point deficit. Belcaster feeds inside. Nigel Wilson off the glass. Bruins trying to steal the inbounds pass if they can. Helping out now is Ballard. Ahead to this near side to Patterson. And now the Bruins will foul to try to save a couple of precious seconds off the clock. (103-96) amongst the highest scores that I've seen in my 16 years here at Bellevue combined. Sclafani makes the first free throw. Christian Carter back into the game for Bellevue.
Christian Carter.
And that one goes down as well. So 201 points combined scored thus far tonight for the Bruins. Here's Jerome Bynum for 3 and another 3 for the Bruins. Bellevue at 99 points. The highest point total for the Bruins in the last several years. I don't remember the last couple of years going over the century mark, at least here at the Lozier Center. So now a combined 204 points put up tonight. Tom at the scoreboard, he's got to have a sore finger after this one, the fourth game of the night especially. Timeout on the floor called by the Bruins. 9 seconds left. Chadron State with the basketball, so the Bruins have to somehow figure out a way to steal it, get it to the three-point line, make it, steal it again, and make another three-pointer within 9.6 seconds to tie tonight's game. Probably not going to happen, but there's a possibility. As you can say with most games, both coaches will probably be happy about some things and not so happy about others. When we talk with head coach Lucas Gabriel, we'll see what things are on his mind. Also maybe an opportunity to talk with one of the players. Bruins applying pressure in the backcourt, but a foul's going to be called. As Jalen Patterson working against the double team, that'll take the clock down to 5.2 seconds. The foul will go against Jerome Bynum. That's his second personal foul, so a couple of free throws here for Jalen Patterson.
Eagles, number 4, Jalen Patterson.
Oh, it's been a high-scoring evening, hasn't it? Here's Patterson out of Galt, California. His first free throw gets the friendly roll. Takes the Eagles to 106. And 107. Bruins with the last chance for a shot. Jerome Bynum off the mark. And this one is in the books. The season opener turns into a 107-99 victory for the Chadron State Eagles. With the win, Chadron State now 1-0 on the season. With the loss, the Bellevue Bruins 0-1. But again, a very competitive contest between two schools in different divisions in different part of the state.
Thank you for attending day
But they both very intense programs led by intense and experienced coaches. We'll be talking with Lucas Gabriel here in just a little bit. Let's give some of these final stats on the evening. For the Bruins, 57% from the floor, 50% from behind the arc with those 14 made three-pointers. Bellevue not so good at the free throw line, 13 of 24, only 54%. For Chadron State, 50% from the floor, 45% from behind the three-point arc with 9 made. They were good at the free throw line, 22 of 29. That's 76%. Turnovers, 15 for Bellevue to 12 for Chadron State. Rebounds, 30 for Bellevue, 43 for Chadron State. And that was probably the area in which Chadron State showed its physical dominance over the Bruins by just wearing them down, getting a lot of second chance opportunities in that second half. For Chadron State, Josh Robinson with 21 points, Bryce Latimer with 19, Jalen Patterson had 17, Trey Ballard had 12, Dalton Peterson with 11, so 5 double-digit scores. Porter Anderson with 8, Martin Poznanovic with 8, 5 for Jarrett Taylor, 3 for Julio Phillips, John Jenkins with 3 as well. For the Bellevue Bruins, TJ Fritz, what a great start for the newcomer, 24 points. Nigel Wilson, what a great start for the newcomer, 23 points. Jerome Bynum, a returning veteran with 19 points. Jaden Phillips with 12, so 4 double-digit scores for Bellevue. Liam Thompson had 6, Vinny Belcaster and Christian Carter had 5. 3 points from Makeem Loudermill and 2 from Raiden Groby. So, an exciting contest, an interesting one to call. 206 combined points of Bruins, just shy of the century mark. Chadron State, 7 points over that. All right, so let's remind you of the action coming up on Saturday, October 28th, tomorrow. 4 games again on tap at 12:30. On the women's side, Dickinson State will take on Kansas Wesleyan. At 2:30 on the men's side, Dickinson State will take on Chadron State. On the women's side at 5, Bellevue will take on Midland. And at 7 o'clock, Bellevue men will take on Kansas Wesleyan. So 4 games in the book today, 4 more tomorrow. If you're looking for something to do in person, come on down to Bellevue University. I believe it's a $5 admission charge for adult, $3 for students. Members of the military, whether active duty or retired, are always free at Bellevue University during the regular season. Bellevue men's basketball, 20 conference championships over the years, 21 NAIA tournament appearances, and 15 conference tournament championships. So the Bellevue squad, a great history. A little bit of a down year last year for Bellevue, but a good performance tonight to try to get off to a good start in this 23-24 season. Waiting to see if Lucas Gabriel's going to work his way up here and visit with us for a little while. Maybe one of the players as well. We're checking to see if that's going to happen. Thanks once again to Sean Malley working behind the scenes, getting everything set up, the facilities manager and assistant baseball coach. Hey, one more final text message comes from the Carter family. Thank you, Mick, for an awesome job. Well, thank you. Always nice to get a compliment. Your analysis and game knowledge is greatly appreciated. Aw, thank you very much. I really enjoy doing this. I mean, I was a high school baseball coach and volleyball coach and basketball coach back in the day, and just like being around this. I've been doing broadcasting for over 20 years, 16 of those years here at Bellevue. So it's, you know, it's kind of fun to show up and just yammer and talk, try to see some things, point some things out, and see what unfolds before me. All right, we'll give Lucas Gabriel another minute. If he comes out, great, we'll talk. If not, we'll hopefully try to make him feel bad and guilty and have him on tomorrow instead. All right, I say at this point we'll call it and we'll talk with Coach tomorrow, and one of the players will try to get that taken care of, just as I will look down the tunnel seeing who else is going to come out. But that'll do it for tonight. 107-99, a high-scoring contest won by the Chadron State College Eagles over the Bellevue University Bruins. We'll be back in action tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening, 5 o'clock for the women, 7 o'clock for the men. Be sure to come back then. For now, signing off, Mick Krepsky on the Bellevue Bruins Sports Network.